Lactose, as we know, is a natural sugar found in milk. But why should we get rid of lactose? That's because many people have a peculiar intolerance towards this natural sugar. However, lactose free products could not be an option until a few years back. It's all possible now due to the advancements in the field of biotechnology that useful products like lactose free consumable and many more can be produced. So, what exactly is biotechnology? Well, it's defined as the utilization of organisms or a part of the organism or any biological process for the benefit of mankind. For example, we know how bread is made. The dough is added with the organisms like yeast, which help in releasing certain chemicals. The reactions ultimately give us the soft and fluffy loaf on baking, the product of our interest. So, do we mean that bread making is a part of biotechnology? Well, kind of processing like fermentation are considered as a part of classical biotechnology, as they include the utilization of organisms, thus obtaining products for human benefit like food items, medicine, hybrid crops, and so on are all possible due to biotechnology. Thus, there are numerous applications of biotechnology. Now let's have a look at a few examples to understand how wide the field is. Let's also understand how an organism or a part of it or some processes can be used to harvest important products for mankind. Let's take examples of wine production, hepatitis B, vaccine synthesis, and golden rice production. Let's have a look at each individually. Now, wine is usually made from the grapes. How can grapes, which are fruits, get converted into a beverage like wine? Well, this is where the microorganism named yeast comes into play. It feeds on the sugars present in the grape juice and release alcohol and carbon dioxide as byproducts. Here, a complete organism is used for the processing of grape juice and to convert it into wine. This was the first part of the definition. The second part of definition states that a part of the organism can be used. So how can that be done? For this, let's have a look at the application of biotechnology in the field of medicine. Well, the emergence of biotechnology has been nothing less than a boon for the medical industry. Everything ranging from vaccines to gene therapy has raised the standards of healthy living. Now let's take hepatitis B vaccine as an example. This vaccine has a recombinant version. Previously, hepatitis B vaccine was developed from the blood of the humans who are already suffering from hepatitis B. But this was very painful for the patients as the amount of blood required for vaccine production was too high. So extracting some particular amount of blood of the infected person was very excruciating, and as the vaccine was derived directly from the patient's body, there could be negative reactions in the receiving candidate. With the development of biotechnology, newer vaccines that are synthetic in nature started getting produced. On the similar lines, the commercially available hepatitis B vaccine is now being synthetically made by utilizing a small part of the pathogenic virus. It's also known as recombinant hepatitis B vaccine, and studies have shown that getting infected with hepatitis B is nearly impossible if a person is injected with recombinant hepatitis B vaccine. It is equivalent. This is known as the first anti-cancer vaccine because it's proven that the vaccine helps in reducing the chance of developing liver cancer.